Good evening, ma'am. Please do not look at your screen.
I'm sorry, what? Do you see me?
There, yes.
Yes. Yes. How are you today? I'm on my laptop today, so can you see me? Do you see any difference?
Yes, ma'am, your video is a little different and you're in a different place.
Yes, I am in a different place because today my husband is not working, so I have the study table for myself.
I'm always at the study table. It's
Yes.
always me.
It's always yours?
Yeah.
Wow, that's nice. Tomorrow onwards, I'm going to have my study table, a separate one for myself. That's going to be good. Yes, yes.
That would be nice.
Yes, that's it. All right, okay. So let's start. Now you don't hide. You don't hide from me. Okay?
Okay.
Yes. All right.
My day, it went great actually.
Mm-hmm.
So I went swimming today.
Okay.
I went swimming with my friend. The only friend I can actually see today, nowadays because he's my neighbor.
Ah, okay. Is he Rushdan? He's not Rushdan, isn't it?
No, Rushdan lives somewhere else.
Ah, okay.
So I went to the swim with him. I just now came back from our hunting, so I'm a little bit tired.
I know. You look tired.
Yeah, I did. I just came back from a jog.
Ah, okay. You jog as well. Why do you need a jog?
Just so I can get fresh air and not be stuck at home.
Okay, all right. Okay, so shall we start now?
Yes, let's start.
Let's start. Yeah.
I hope you checked my correction for the journey.
Yes, I did. I did check it.
Better?
Yes, it is. It was quite nicely written then. However, there's one thing that we need to discuss on it more. I thought I should discuss it with you today. The punctuation marks, commas, full stops, or maybe just merge the two clauses or two sentences with and or conjunctions. Can we do that?
So you're saying I don't oftenly use the punctuation, or is it I use the wrong punctuation?
No, you don't use it. So let's see, I'm opening it here. Okay, I'll go back to this. Let's see this one. Today's assignment. Yeah, the proud lion. Okay. In the depths of the jungle, there lived a lion. Okay. There lived a lion. After that, we could place a comma there. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. He was the most fearless and strongest in his pride. Full stop. Period. Good. He would go hunting every day. Full stop. Period. Great. One lucky day, he found a lot of prey. Again, you put a placed a full stop. When he was back at his cave, he looked away for a minute. The moment he looked back, his catch was gone. Okay, comma.
Okay.
He was enraged. Full stop. You've done it correctly. The next week, the same thing happened again. And maybe a comma. The lion was vexed. The lion was vexed. He left the jungle the next morning and started heading towards the city. He was starving. Okay, he was starving, maybe a period there. Okay, he had not eaten for a whole day. He finally, what's the spelling of finally? You know it.
Finally.
Finally.
It's not double N?
No. Let's check it. Don't get me confused, okay?
Okay.
So what is it?
So Finally.
That's right. That is the spelling, okay? He finally found a river, comma, he got hydrated and ate a deer. Full stop, period. There is a period. Did you place a period? Or no? No?
Wait. Yeah, that's a period.
Okay. Oh, he ate a deer he found in the area. Okay, that's correct. That's right. When he was at the outskirts of the city, he heard a loud bang. Okay, exclamation mark. He was curious and followed the noise. Period. Correct. He was shocked to see people killing each other for no reason. They looked like brothers. Correct. You placed an inverted comma there. He thought. When he was almost there, he found a river. He had to cross it. Okay. There he found a river. Okay. Maybe place a comma because you're telling after that.
I think I should have not used river again. I think we've heard too much of river.
Where did we do that? Okay. Yeah, river. Maybe a canal or
a lake.
Yeah, lake or just a pond. He had to cross that pond. Okay, he had to cross it to make to his destination. He had two choices to. What's that? To board the nearby ferry.
To board the nearby ferry or make a raft.
Yeah. And when he was done with the raft, he made it to the city. His life had.
Wait, I just put a ... to end it. But yes. That's a different story.
That's a different story. Wonderful. So with that, you need to place an apostrophe S. That will be an apostrophe S. Okay? That's a different story. We'll have to have an apostrophe S. Okay? You get it?
Okay, so apostrophe S.
Yes, that's apostrophe S. All right? Got it? Nice. Nicely done. Good. Yes, this is what I want from Arav. This is what I want from you. All right? Creative. Be creative. Although I'm not a lot of that myself, but I'm trying to be nowadays.
It's a thing that anybody can learn. There's a few things that you can't change. Mm-hmm. There are a few things you can.
Yes.
Creativity is one of them.
Yes, I think I'm learning it nowadays from you people.
I guess this is like advantage of being a teacher. You get to learn new things from your student.
Absolutely. And I told my husband yesterday, you told me that Coke is not available in Cuba and North Korea. I told him that Arif told me this. Yes. Nice. Thank you.
You
give me new information every day.
It's just you're sharing me with information.
Yeah. What's new today? What's new today in Oman?
In Oman, there's nothing else apart from a rise of cases.
Coronavirus cases?
But Oman cases, I think there was a drop lately.
Okay.
On so 30th of October. So there was a significant drop.
Okay.
But the deaths are sadly
high,
becoming higher and higher.
Compared to so how many people died today? If they give the no?
Sadly 27, which is the highest.
Okay.
But the cases are 1,095. But this is not it. You also have to look at the daily recoveries.
Okay.
So in total, there are only 200 cases if you include the recoveries.
Yes. Sadly, in India, we have about 50,000 odd cases every day, and about.
But there's one thing.
Yes.
Indians have a very strong immunity, so they can recover immediately.
Yes. And most of us are asymptomatic. So yes, I suppose that should be the case in Oman as well. Many of the people would be asymptomatic. They won't have symptoms of the virus.
In Oman, yes, people they have a strong immunity because they have very healthy food.
Okay.
They don't add much oil. Only olive oil is added in our food.
And olive oil definitely is healthy.
Oh, olive oil is a healthy oil.
Yes, I know. And we don't, we don't intake a lot of olive oil. We have those refined oils that we use. That's not healthy. But we do that. Olive oil
And
is quite expensive, by the way.
oh yeah, it is.
Yes. Okay. All right. So what are we going to do today?
Have you planned anything? Because I don't know what I'll do.
Yes, I have planned. So let's see. We're going to do some vocabulary, all right? I'm sure you would know most of them, but let's do that.
Okay.
And then we'll, did I send you the culture shock? Yes, I did. Did you read about that? Did you read that? Culture shock?
Yes, I did.
Okay, we'll talk about that because
I was wondering, the culture shock was nothing related to the writing.
to the one that you did?
Yeah, it is nothing related to it.
It is not. And that's what I was thinking. Why did he send me this? Okay, let's see. We'll see some vocabulary and then we'll move on to our next topic. We're going to do some relationship vocabulary. Okay?
Okay.
Let's read.
Okay, so I don't know most of these, so let's go with the first one. Get on really well. To understand someone and enjoy their company. Okay, I know that.
Yes.
To drift apart, to become less close to somebody. I didn't know that, but I can understand by the word.
Yes.
To fall out with, to have a disagreement and stop being friends.
Yes.
Okay, never heard of it.
Okay.
To have a lot in common, to share similar ideas. I knew that. To lose touch with, not to see her or someone any longer. To settle down, to give up a single life and start a family.
Yes.
Okay, so I did so I know the fifth one, the first one.
Okay.
And the second one.
Who do you get on really well with? In your friend circle, in your family?
Most of my friends, I have very few friends that I can talk to nowadays.
Do you get on really well with Rushdan?
Yeah, a little bit. I guess we talk every 2 weeks, but
really?
For 2 hours every 2 weeks, so.
Okay. Is there a set time that you have to talk?
No.
No? So why do you talk every 2 weeks?
No, I mean just to keep in touch, just in case like we drift away.
You drift apart? Okay, all right. To fall out with, to have a disagreement and stop being friends. Did you fall out with someone? No?
To fall out with someone. No, I don't think so.
No, I also don't think so. No, has not happened with me yet. To have a lot in common. Yes. Who do you have a lot in common with?
Rushdan, that's the main reason we're friends.
Okay. All right. To lose touch with, to not see or hear from someone any longer.
Most of my old classmates I don't see anymore.
And you've lost touch with them?
Yes.
It happens. It happens. We move on. To settle down, to give up the single life and start a family. Do you know someone?
That's for adults, not.
Yes. Do you know someone in your family who has recently settled down? No?
Yes. I think my uncles from my mother's side have recently got
married.
Yes.
Okay, great. So when did they tie the knot?
I think like it's not even maybe 1 week only.
And you people couldn't come? Of
Oh
course.
no, we were.
No, yeah. I understand. All right. Okay. So no, I can't. I just can see your eyes. Okay. So let me also hide then. Where should I go? I can't hide today. All right. So let's talk about what happened. Yes, I see you now. Yes, yes. I know. I know your chair is a bit uncomfortable. Yes, but
Let me just increase my chair height.
okay.
One sec.
Sure. Oh,
Oh,
wow.
it's on the max.
Okay. Leave it. Leave it. Don't worry. Don't worry. That's okay. That's okay, Arab. So what's culture shock? Let's quickly
So,
discuss that.
according to what I've read is that like culture shock is when all over the world culture is different.
Yes.
So it's like you're not ready to see what culture you're about to see. Many people they're like unfamiliar culture. You're introduced to an unfamiliar culture.
And then, so the first thing that happens is wonder. You wonder what kind of a culture is this. Then comes in frustration. Then comes in depression, and then acceptance. Have you ever had a culture shock? Maybe when you come to India? Never?
Maybe I did in Italy.
Okay. How was it like? What happened?
I expected the best food when I got the worst.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yes.
I mean, the ice cream was nice. That's it.
Ice cream was nice. That's it. Okay. We know Italian food is quite good, like pizza or maybe pasta.
Well, I didn't eat pasta during that time. Nowadays, I do make pasta at home.
You make it on your own?
Yeah, I make it on my own at home.
Oh, wow. You know how to make it?
Yeah,
Please
this is
teach
just
me.
a snack. When I'm hungry, I just and make it. I would just make hot dogs or pasta, and then I'm good.
Okay, so your next video is going to be about the recipe, about making how to make pasta, and I'm going to learn it from your video.
Uh-oh.
Okay, you know how to make sandwiches as well, don't you?
Yeah, I can make some sandwiches.
Okay, would you teach me?
I can I can just make a simple sandwich with lettuce, tomato, and potato. That's it.
Ah, all right.
Sometimes I put potato just for extra
And
flavor.
mayonnaise? And mayonnaise, what about mayonnaise?
Sometimes I do have some spicy ketchup type of thing. I put that on.
Ah, nice. Okay, I'm going to learn from you. Next video would be on your sandwich recipe.
Okay, sandwich is way better.
All right, okay. So yes, so this is culture shock. Did you hear it before this? No? So now you know?
No.
Now you know
Yeah,
what
now I
culture
know.
shock is? I'm having a culture shock here in my own country.
Really? That's a bit, but India is big, so you might.
Yes, that's what's happening with me. So I am from the northern region, Delhi, Allahabad, if you've heard of that. Have you heard of Allahabad? No?
So, I mean, I have faced culture shock in India. No, actually, I haven't. Never in India.
Never in India?
No.
Because you go to Delhi.
Yeah, because I barely even visited the whole India.
Yes, that could be the reason. So I came from Delhi to Kolkata, and the culture is absolutely different. They have different languages.
Yeah, India has a lot of languages.
So I am depressed. I'm frustrated. That's the second level.
Sorry?
I'm frustrated now. Then I'll move on to depression. And then I'll move on to acceptance. There are 4 stages of culture shock. So I'm on the second level now.
I was on the when I went to Italy, I was completely completely shocked. I thought I was just like shocked. I didn't get what I expected.
Okay.
But I didn't remember much. That's why I didn't write it for the essay you told me to.
Okay. And how long did you stay there?
For Italy, I don't know. I was very young.
Okay. All right. Yes. So we do have culture shocks like this, and it is for true. We do face it. We don't realize, we don't know, but we do face it, and it's really harsh. So I can understand it very well now.
Yes, I mean, some people can't understand. They just feel like it's nothing. You'll get.
Yes, but now we realize, you also will realize when you go next time, when you go to India next time, I think you'll realize. Have any of your relatives been to Oman? How did they feel? Did they visit you? Or did they have...
Yes. Like my aunts came, and that's it. Just my aunts.
Your aunt came. How did she feel?
No, my aunts. The only thing they liked a lot was the beaches because they're from Delhi, and Delhi is a landlocked place, no access to beach.
No, absolutely not.
So they were waiting. So they enjoyed the beach.
Okay, great. That's nice. That's very nice. All right. So let's move on then. Now you know what culture shock is, and your story doesn't match. However, your story doesn't match to culture shock. Your experience doesn't match. You talked about an annoying experience or a frustrating. By the way, what happened there? How was it? How was this Disneyland? Why didn't you like it?
Actually, in the beginning, I thought it would be fun, but at the end, it became very childish. It was very childish, and the rides were very boring, and I had to wait in a 10-hour-long line.
Don't tell me. Arab, really?
Not 10. There was one I waited for 2 hours for just one small ride that probably costed a lot. There was like hologram ghosts flying everywhere. It was a haunted house.
Okay.
So that I have to wait for 2 hours. So there's something in Disney called Fast Pass.
Okay.
We bought that for only a few rides. Others we had to like sneak in, otherwise we have to wait for 90 minutes straight. That's the average time for a normal ride. And the famous rides, when we went to the only ride I enjoyed, Space Mountain, everyone was so strict with the rules, not because they're rules, just because they've been waiting for so long. They don't want another person to
ruin it. Yes, that's right. Or to jump the queue.
So we had to follow the queue, and there was a show. This was the biggest line I've seen, with about 200 people there just to watch that show. And the show goes on for 8 hours. Like, they'll repeatedly do it. No, the show is not 8 hours long.
Okay.
Keep on doing it. But everyone wants to come during the time we're there. Why? Why the time when we are there?
Okay, all right. And what was the show about? Space Mountain, you said?
No, Space Mountain was something else. It's about, I think you must have heard about the Lion King.
Yes. I watched
that was that was the play. I watched the play over there live in
Disneyland.
So there were many things I enjoyed there, but the rides were downrated. I loved the shows. They were very funny. They had many shows, including one about cowboys and Indians.
Okay.
Which was, I couldn't hold my laughter.
All right. Okay. So tell me something about it later on. Yes, I would like to hear. And what's the Space Mountain?
It's basically a ride. You're inside a dome. Everything's dark, which probably why it was so fun, because you don't know what will happen. Will you go up, down, left, right? The only thing was there was lamppost with fire on it.
Okay.
So that was the only source of light.
Okay.
And if you had a mobile phone.
All right. Wow, that sounds very interesting.
And then the thing I enjoyed over there was Universal Studios. There were so many rides, they were so fun, and the lines weren't as long.
Okay. Is it
So-
separate from Disneyland? Universal?
Oh yeah,
Ah,
Universal is different.
okay.
But they're close by to each other, so we
Okay.
could go.
Okay. Great. I hope I can go once again. I've been to Disneyland and maybe Universal Studios, I don't know. When I was quite young, I don't even remember.
Disney's old. Disney was very old.
Yes, yes. So I've been there. I'm what? I'm not going to tell you my age, but I've been there. Yes.
So Disney was old.
Okay. Okay. All right. Good. So yes, let's do something now. Do we start with verbs today or we start it on Monday? You say.
We could start now.
We could start now. Let's do that. So what are verbs?
Like, verbs are basically action words, not verbs, that, like, for example, run. When you show somebody's doing a specific action during some time,
Yes.
Will they do it in the future, or are they doing it right now, or is it complete?
Yes. And?
And verbs are divided in, like, there are a few verbs that are like in different, there are different types called the present tense, past tense, future tense,
Okay.
and then it's like slightly, what do you say, and then it's divided into more parts, just like science.
Okay.
Science is like science is the verb, then physics, chemistry, and whatever is the tenses, and they're divided into more parts.
Wow. Okay. Please don't tell me science. I hate science. Okay. No, I'll tell you what it is. Okay. So there are certain verbs. Verbs basically are action verbs. We know there is an action verb, and those also explain or tell us the state of being. Okay. The state of being. They also tell us the state of being. All right. So there are action verbs and verbs. Those are state of being verbs. They tell us of somebody's existence. All right. So there are different kinds of verbs. We'll discuss that. Let me tell you about state of being verbs. They tell us more about what a subject is like. So when I say, I'm a doctor, I am a student.
Okay.
These are called state of being verbs. All right. They don't tell us any action. Have you studied that in school?
No.
No? Okay. So that's okay. I'm just giving you, don't have to worry about it a lot if you haven't studied it in school. All right. So when I say I'm a student, I'm using am, the helping verb here. However, there is no action in this sentence.
Okay.
Yes. So these are called state of being verbs.
Okay.
Yes. Then there are action verbs, as you told. Action verbs.
Yeah, they're action verbs.
Yes, there are action verbs which tell us somebody's actions: run, sleep, jump. Many more actions are there.
Yeah. So it's endless.
It's endless, absolutely. Action verbs are divided, or rather verbs are divided into different kinds of verbs, just like regular verbs, irregular verbs. You've done that?
Okay.
You've done that in school?
Yeah, irregular verbs, regular verbs.
Yes. Modal verbs,
Yes.
phrasal verbs,
Yes.
Linking verbs.
Sorry?
Linking verbs. No?
Linking verbs, yes.
Okay. Helping verbs.
Yeah, that's easy.
You've
You
done it
can do
all.
that.
Yes, you've done it all. So what are regular and irregular verbs? Let's quickly revise.
So, like, basically, how to put it? Regular, how do I, like, explain what it? They're
Okay.
basically the normal verbs that you use every day. For
Yes.
example, like, to want, like, it's to want is in the verb tense. And then if you change it into simple past, wanted, and then past participle or past continuous, wanted. So to look, looked, looked. To use, used, used. To work, worked, worked.
Yes, that's right. So regular verbs are verbs that have, when we talk about them in the past tense, we add ed or d towards the end, and those become the past tense, the past simple past tense of the verb. So those are regular verbs. What are irregular verbs?
Like irregular verbs are the verbs that do not follow the basic rules for conjunctions.
For conjunctions?
Oh, sorry, what are conjunctions? There was a book open in front of me and then it was written conjunction.
You're tired.
So that break the basic rules. For example, I am, you are, he is.
All right, okay. So they don't take the regular EDD, IED pattern
Yes.
when talked about in the past tense. So sleep will become slept.
Slept.
Eat becomes ate.
Ate. It won't become eaten because that would be wrong.
Absolutely, and that's irregular verb. And there are endless, as you said, there are endless irregular verbs as well. Become, became. Tell me some
Became. Become, became. Run, ran.
Yes.
No, close. No. Draw, drew.
Draw, drew, yes.
That sounds like a name, draw, drew.
Yes. Drew. Come on, Drew.
Thought.
Yes.
Thought.
Think, thought,
Think.
thought.
Think, thought. That's not think, thought.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, and eat, ate.
That's right. Okay.
There's too many, I can't name them all.
These are some irregular verbs. Then we have helping verbs. What are helping verbs?
Helping verbs are like, they help you. Can I just, like, for example, be, I, no, not I, be, am, a, and, like, this mostly sight words are helping verbs. They, like, help you in, they, like, when you change active to passive voice or change the tenses,
Yes.
you might need to add an extra additional verb.
Yes.
So those are called, helping verbs.
That's right. So when we have to change the tense of a sentence, we add helping verbs to show the tense of the particular sentence. So when I say I am running, we instantly understand that am is there, so it is present tense.
Okay.
And when we say I was running, we understand that it is past tense.
Past tense.
That's right.
Because you can tell that the action is complete. Like you can tell the tense by the helping verbs.
Absolutely, yes. Otherwise, when I say I running, how do we understand? There's nothing to understand. I running, what does that mean? There's no
I can't find out its present tense.
Yes, it doesn't. So that's what helping verbs help us understand the tense of a particular sentence.
And it like makes your sentence more, it makes your sentence make more sense.
Yes, it does. It does, absolutely. So I suppose helping verbs are quite important. Auxiliary verbs, as we call them, those are quite important.
Auxiliary verbs, helping verbs, same thing.
Yes, that's the same thing. All right. Modal verbs. What are modal verbs?
Modal verbs. Modal verbs are like those verbs that. I don't know how to explain this.
Okay. So again, these are helping verbs. They come with the base form of the verb.
They're similar to helping verbs.
Yes. Yes. And they show us possibility. They show us ability. We use them to give and take permission, to request, isn't it? We have a lot of uses for these modal verbs, don't we?
Okay, so like we could say that modal verbs are basically auxiliary verbs.
Yes.
Modal verbs are like the incomplete version of auxiliary verbs.
Okay. Why do we say incomplete?
I don't know any other word to.
All right. Okay. So these are auxiliary verbs. We could say these are a form of auxiliary verbs that have several uses and that show us possibility and permission, ability, obligation, request, and asking questions as well.
Okay, now that makes much more sense.
All right. Okay. Thank you. What are phrasal verbs?
Phrasal verbs okay, you can tell by the name that phrasal verbs basically show an action that is going on. For example, you could say which an adverb creates a meaning.
Yes. Yes, it does.
And what else? It can say that what? No, I don't know.
These are a combination. These are a combination of a verb and another small word, like not adverb, but
okay.
These are a combination of small words, preposition maybe, and they come together. A verb and a preposition or some other small word comes together, and they have a different meaning from the original verb.
Okay,
yes,
they come from the original verb.
Yes, they come from the original verb. However, the meaning changes. So when I say run into, run means running. But when I say run into, it means I met someone. I ran to my friend at the metro station.
All right, okay, that makes sense.
Yes, take off. Take means taking. But when we say take off, it means the plane taking off.
Okay then.
Yeah.
Like it's like currently doing it. It's in the present form.
It could be in the present.
The plane is taking off.
Yes. However, phrasal verbs can be used in other tenses as well. It's not only in the present form. So I could say my plane took off at 8 p.m. So I will change the verb according to the tense. All right. So take becomes took. Come across. When I say come across, come will become came in the past tense.
Okay.
Run will become ran. I ran into my friend at the metro station.
Okay.
Make sense?
So I ran into my friend.
Yes.
Past.
Yes. And run into means
present.
Of course, we can't say I will run into my friend tomorrow.
You can't predict it.
Yes, absolutely. We can't say that. So yes, we could say it's used for past tense and present tense.
Okay.
Chicken out. Chicken out. What's chicken out, by the way?
I have no idea. I thought I misheard. when you said chicken out.
No, it is actually chicken out. So now we don't have a chicken here. There's no chicken out here. So it means to be afraid, too afraid of doing something.
Okay.
Yeah, it means that. Do you chicken out with something? You chicken out?
No.
Quite often? No? You're not scared? Not afraid of doing something?
Some things, but not often.
All right, okay. So chicken out, now you know something new. You can
Chicken
tell your
out.
sister, don't chicken out. My husband
Like
tells
freak out. Okay.
Yes, like freak out maybe. My husband tells me, don't chicken out, Khubru. Be brave.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yes, that's what it is. All right. So that's about it. There are some other verbs. However, those are not very important that we need to discuss. Do you have any other verb that you have, studied in school? At school?
No.
No? These are the verbs. All right. So what we are going to do is, we'll revise it, all right, maybe on Monday, and then we'll move ahead with tenses. Should we do tenses as well? We'll do.
Okay. Then we can do tenses on Monday.
In one day? Would that be fine?
Monday. No, Monday.
Oh,
not
Monday.
Monday.
All right. Okay. I thought you were saying one day. I said tenses won't be complete in one day. All right.
Tenses are big.
Yes, yes. And modal verbs are also big. We need a separate class for that. Yes, we'll do that. All right. So what do we do? Let's call it a day.
Yep, let's wrap it up because
Yeah,
I actually have to go out.
Yes. All right. So let's wrap it up. I'll send you the home assignment and see you on Monday. Enjoy your weekend.
Okay, thank you.
Bye. See you. Oh God, how do I do this? I think it's, oh shit.